Shemstars, welcome to your English class. Students, today we are going to begin with a very important topic in grammar, conditionals. Now, coming to the use of conditional sentences allow us to talk about the probable, improbable, unreal, and impossible situations and their consequences. So, conditional sentences typically contain two clauses. One is the condition clause, that is the if clause, and the second one is the result clause. So there will be two clauses in a conditional statement. Now the first one is zero conditional. There are two formats of writing a sentence in the zero conditional situation: if plus simple present tense and simple present tense, or first a statement in a clause in simple present tense and then if plus simple present tense. The zero conditional is used to describe a straightforward cause and effect, that is, factual situations. If you press that button, the engine starts. So, this is something that is habitual, that is factual, that has to occur. To write a scientific truth, if you mix oil and water, the oil floats. So, if plus simple present tense followed by simple present tense, that is, condition and consequence both are written in simple present tense. Remember that in this kind of sentence, you can often replace if with whenever. Next, we come to the first conditional. The format of first conditional is if simple present tense, then the consequence will be or will not be, or will followed by if plus simple present tense. The first conditional is used when we believe that something is likely or probable to happen. For example, if I have the money, I will buy a new car. You will pass your exams if you study hard. So, if this is the condition, then this will be the consequence or this won't be the consequence. Also, this condition is used for promises or threats. If I go to America, I'll send you a postcard. If you don't do your homework, you won't go out. The possible variations of the main form, that is, if plus simple present tense, will plus future. Instead of will, we may have other modal verbs. If you keep on behaving like that, you may or might have problems. If you finish your work in time, you can or you may go home. If you want to lose weight, you must or you should eat less bread. If you see Tom, could you ask him to ring me? Instead of will, we may also have imperative. That is, if you are hungry, make yourself a sandwich. So, in the first conditional, if a condition is there, then something will happen or it will not happen. Now, the possible variations of the main form, that is, if plus simple present followed by will happen in the future or will not happen in the future. Now, in the main form, that is in the simple present, what are the variations possible? Instead of the simple present tense, we may have a present continuous or a present perfect tense. If you are looking for Peter, you will find him upstairs. If you have finished dinner, I'll ask the waiter for the bill. So, instead of simple present tense, in the condition, you may also have a present continuous or a present perfect tense. Now coming to the second conditional, the format of the sentence is if plus simple past tense, would, could or might plus infinitive. Infinitive is to plus verb. For example, when we think that a situation is not very likely or probable to happen, like if the students were more serious, they could have better results. That if this would have been the situation, if this was the situation, then this could have been the result. This is also used for unreal or imaginary situations. If I were the president of the USA, I would help the poor people all over the world. Also, for advice, if I were you, I would think about it. And for polite request, would you mind if I borrowed these CDs? Okay, so for these particular situations, the second conditional is used. The format remains if plus simple past tense followed by infinitive, would or would not, could or could not. That is for something that is imaginary. Now, here are a few examples of possible variations. For example, it could be written as if you tried again, you might succeed. If you knew her number, I could ring her up. If I were on a holiday, I might be touring Italy. So, if plus simple past tense followed by a probability of something that could happen or something that might happen. Now, students, coming to the third conditional. Now, what is the situation in third conditional? If past perfect tense, then something could, would, or might have happened plus the past participle. This particular conditional is used to describe imaginary or unreal situations in the past. If I had won the lottery, I wouldn't have had financial problems. For this, students keep in mind that this is improbable, something that you know is now not possible. Had I reached the station on time, I would have boarded the train. That is, now the train has left. So it is but imaginary that had I reached the station on time, I would have boarded the train. But I did not win the lottery, so I had financial problems. This is also used to express some kind of regrets. If you had bought me a diamond ring, I would have loved you forever, but you did not buy me, so I will stop loving you. Now, examples of possible variations in the third conditional. If I had known you were coming, I could have met you at the airport. And I did not know you were coming, so I did not meet you there. We might have passed if we had studied harder. That means now again this is impossible situation because now that time period has gone. So we did not study hard and we did not pass. So, students, these were the four types of conditionals rather. The zero conditional first, second, and third conditional. You must remember the format of the sentences, the formation of the sentences in all the four different types of conditionals. So, students, I hope all of you have understood all the four types of conditionals. In case of any doubts or queries, you may post in the comment section of the Google Classroom. Till then, stay safe. God bless you all.